Speak.
Hello, I am Kristen Live.
Yes, you are. All the way live. I'm sorry. This is just what it is.
It's going to be that kind of podcast.
Because you are beautiful.
Listen,
You
I'm
are
not
all the
mad
way
at
live.
it.
Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
Nah,
Jamie wants to introduce the podcast, but we got to introduce you. So
you're the star.
All right, I'm a former toxic girl.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Hey.
My name's Dee Dee, and I am a reformed toxic girl.
Hi, Dee Dee. My name's Aisha Thalia, and I, too, am a reformed toxic woman.
Hello, Aisha.
Hi, Aisha.
So let's get into it.
And I'm
Y'all
Jamie.
already can see- no,
I'm
no,
Jamie
we got-
Foxx.
We
got this.
introduced
Hold on. Can I
it.
just say what I feel?
Let me say
I
what
already
he feels.
noticed
I
it.
identify as toxic.
Well, we hope to
Go
see that. That's
go
the
ahead.
point.
But I does.
We're here as a help group, as support.
I got it. I'm sorry.
Anyways, our guest, without further ado, Jamie motherfucking Foxx
Foxx.
is in the house.
That's
The
great, man.
Jamie
First of all,
Foxx.
but we friends.
We're
We are family. We
I
have
love
shared, and we are.
Hey.
And it feels good because people ask me, so do this podcast, do that podcast. Nothing against anybody else's podcast, but I think for me it has to be an organic feel. And like I said, when y'all asked me, I was like, why you? Come on, let's make it happen right now.
He didn't even hesitate. He
No.
knew what the podcast was about.
No, didn't care,
You know the name.
cause y'all my
He knows this
family.
is a safe space. He knows that we have integrity.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
knows
let's
that
have
we're
some fun.
non-violent.
No,
We know we're
non-violent.
Well,
Wait a minute.
Now I'll be honest with you. First, I might slide out there, motherfucker, and not come do it. And then she says on the boat that, Jamie, you know I love you and everything, but I'm gonna let you know if you flake on us, I'm gonna cut your nuts off.
And
I'm
I
gonna
am
cut the back of your
shocked
testicles.
and
I was like,
appalled.
what happened?
No, and when you didn't respond today, she was like, Kristen,
Get my knife out
we
there.
gotta
Tell my
get his address.
business.
We need his address. Like,
Get
I
the
don't
box
care
cutter.
what you do today, but get his
Right.
address.
Had the man scared to give out his
I was
location.
Like, Dee Dee, what you gonna do with his address?
Listen,
No.
I was about to call him on to get the listen.
Wow.
Get
I
that
would
pen.
never. I wouldn't do that.
But speaking of toxic, okay,
Yeah.
so this is a support group. We're an anti-toxic podcast. We have Jamie in the house, even though he's saying he's claiming to be toxic. We hope to change that today.
At least by the
Identify, that's
end.
fine.
A little bit.
Right.
Help you with your demons.
So let me ask a question for those who may not understand what toxicity is. What toxicity? What is your definition of being toxic? I may not know if I'm toxic or not.
Okay. Toxic is like poison, right? So it's
Oh,
something
Lord.
that if you
Yeah.
ingest it, whether it's any facet
Oh.
of your life, it could be your health
Yeah.
aspect, it could
Got
be your
it.
family relationships,
Got it.
romantic relationships, your
Got it.
friendships.
Got
it
it.
could be your industry,
Got
your
it.
work environment, etc.
Yes.
Anything that's like poisonous to you to the point where
Absolutely.
like, it brings you down.
Right.
Got it.
And the
Strays
most
you off your
important thing
path.
about toxicity is, in small doses, it's okay, but in large consumption,
Right.
it's toxic to the point where it
Yeah.
can kill you. You
Oh,
know,
don't
so it
need
could be
that.
terminal.
Don't
Could
need
be
that.
terminal.
So let's get started because we got to hear. First of all, Jamie is known as a great storyteller.
The
We
best.
thoroughly
Yes.
enjoy your story.
I
Come
mean,
on now.
if you even saw what was going on before we started rolling and heard the stories, I'm
This is some
intrigued.
BTS.
I'm intrigued.
So, what's your toxic trait?
Like, what do you
Toxic
mean
tail.
my toxic? You said my toxic trait. Like, what do you like when you say
Are you
toxic?
petty?
Am I heady? What does that mean?
Petty, are you like
I'm I'm never
Mine is
petty.
petty.
Never
I'm a
petty, okay.
Sagittarius. I'm very. I'm
Sagittarius?
very. That's what I hear.
Oh
That's
my
a weird thing. I hear
goodness.
that a lot. That it is Sagittarius.
Lord have mercy.
I need clarity.
Okay.
I need to know what that means
Aisha,
from
we'll
a
let you
person
talk
who
on that.
says Sagittarius. Was there something that happened?
Doing
That
it.
was-
Talk to us, wifey.
Talk to me
I'm
right
ga-
now.
I'm gag
I
ordered.
Need to know. But no, I've heard that, and
She
I
legit
didn't.
is gag ordered,
And that
too.
could be true. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
We'll tell
I
you when
think it's
you're
just the
toxic.
Sagittarius are so fun loving and sometimes maybe not based in reality. Like, and that's a good thing.
I'm
because
never
you're
in reality.
You're
I'm a big
creative,
kid.
and you know what? That's Sagittarius. Technically, very, very creative, very outgoing, playful, fun.
But here's
loves
the
to
thing.
travel, do things.
What we
Loves
normally
to
do.
cheat.
Yeah, what we normally. Ooh. Ooh.
Y'all love to
Had
cheat.
say
Throw
with
that
the-
in.
Y'all
Ooh.
love to
She
cheat.
said that with the hard
Like I
shit.
said, let's see, that's what I need to hear. Like what we normally do is
Yeah.
when we talk about our sign, we talk about the greatness of our sign. And so therefore we don't get a chance to get to the
Yeah, the
toxicity or
toxicity.
the terror. So yes, The cheap part,
He took a long swallow.
I'm not for sure. I'm not sure because I do love being in a relationship. I'm always in a relationship.
Yeah.
So
you're like a lover. You're a lover boy.
But I'm always like, damn. I always got
Wait,
somebody.
what?
You're a
We
lover
gonna get
boy.
into
He's a single
that.
shit, but he's always in a relationship.
I do.
We gonna get into that.
I
like
claim
that.
it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm out here. But quietly, I'm like, damn, I really like the person. And when I do, they may not even know, but it's like I'm locked in. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you locked in secretly.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
that
only
sounds very
reason
Sagittarius
why
of you.
Keep it a secret is
Why would I keep it a secret? I don't know.
Even from the person, he's keeping it a secret. Not
I
even
don't.
from
I don't
the
know.
world.
I think maybe it's because the business that I'm in and things like this. So I have to be very sort of guarded with that real emotion. Because
Yeah.
you know me, man. I want to do it all. I want to give you
wanna love
everything.
you.
You know what I'm saying? I want to R&B that shit.
You want to be on
But you
bended
gotta be
knee
careful.
outside a window.
But you gotta be careful.
in the rain.
Can't
You
just
know
give
what I'm
that to
saying?
everybody.
My toxicity, I would say over, maybe this is not toxic, but over, how would you say, over promising.
Okay.
Like I can
That's
over
definitely
promise. That's
And
a
then
sad.
under delivering.
Yeah.
Just not.
That's a Sag thing.
I will deliver all the time.
Yeah.
But it may come weirdly, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I got to be careful in saying, yeah, I'll do that because niggas will tell you right now. I'll be like, my whole thing like, I'm somewhere. I'll be right back. They
And then
know I'm not coming
not coming
back.
back. That is
They
it.
know
That
I'm
is the
not
last time
coming
they see
back.
you for the night.
But I feel like I'm bubbly enough, and they give me a pass and shit like that. But I work on that.
You get a
Okay.
What
pass
else?
with us.
That's
so look,
hard.
we start every
But-
episode with a toxic tell. Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
so you are going to give us a story of a toxic tell.
Oh, like what do you mean? Like
it could be anything.
Yeah,
Remember, toxicity could be any aspect of your life.
it could be a time that you
relationship story.
overpromised. It could be, yeah,
isn't it always relationships?
usually.
It's always.
But it could
relationships.
also
Don't have
be
to be
some
a
other
relationship.
stuff.
I
It could be
know,
an
it's-
industry thing, something that I don't know.
No,
you're
but it's
behind
always.
somebody's
I
back.
think what we were talking about, before we got to this was just like, I was in a relationship where, I think I was addicted to the crazy, and I had to that's a serious addiction. When you want it to
Yeah.
be nuts, I want the cops
Because you
called,
love it.
and I want the cuffs on and kissing with the cops with the cuffs on,
The
and,
makeup sex.
You know, what I'm yeah. Oh my.
baby.
But it's just always so bad. And
Makeup
one particular
sex.
story, I don't know, I could tell portions of it. But I was in an argument. I was on my set, and I said, hey, I don't want to argue on the set, But it for whatever reason, we weren't relinquishing. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, we're actually having I leave the set, and they're following me.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't know they're following me. I'm riding, and I look at my rear view. I said, what the fuck? And I see they're on the curve. So for whatever reason, I said, I must flee. I don't know why.
I must flee.
Now you're in movie mode.
Nigga, I
must
took
leave.
off. Nigga,
Yvonne.
I'm driving. She chased. I said, oh shit, it's a speed chase in
Yeah, they're like the
Burbank.
white
It's
Bronco.
lit.
Lit, and she
adrenaline was
wore.
pumping?
She
had a
was in
Bronco?
white
Jesus.
Cherokee.
Okay, white Cherokee.
So I.
was it a
And you
slow
saw
speed
Altima?
chase or was it a fast chase? Because that
At
matters.
certain points, it was elevated in the speed. the MPH. So anyway, this is what I said. I said, listen, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the set. I'm gonna just go on the set. I'm gonna tell the security, don't let her on. You know what I'm saying? That way, I can sort of break away. I get onto the set, but she knows all the people, so I don't know how she.
Finesse.
Come
She
on
finessed
now,
her
you
ass
know.
right back.
And you know she was fine.
Yeah, she
She was fine, wasn't
Scorpio.
she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we get on the
It
set.
wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
She's to be clear.
Yeah. So I get on now I'm on the lot. And we are having a slow speed chase on the lot. We drive by Family Matters. Julia White and them. Just like,
All right, Uncle.
hi, Jamie. I'm like, hey, what's up? George Clooney, because they shooting, what's the doctor show?
Okay.
Whatever
Oh,
the medical
man.
show was. So now
Doogie
we,
Howser?
no. Whatever. So now I get off the set and I said, just, I take the wrong turn and now I'm on a dead end.
Oh, you're trapped.
And so for what is I said, Fox, just turn around and just drive past her. And I try, and she dinks my car. And the next thing you know, I don't know if I can explain the rest of it, but it was tragic. It was tragic.
Tell the full
Did security
story
come?
Like he told us.
Huh?
I
Well, y'all
wasn't
settled-
I wasn't
y'all
there for the
settled
full
it
story,
out.
but
Well,
was
it
security called?
You said what?
Look.
No,
if
it was
pieces of the car was coming
yeah. Well, that's what happened. It was like for
Head-on
somebody,
collisions, baby. Tell the story.
somebody's car got hit, and it became like a car duel. We were in the middle of the street, duel. And I was like, okay,
it
Fox.
was a face-off.
But I was like, this Fox, you about to blow it. In my head, I was like, you about to blow it. So I get back to the set, and I call my manager, man, this shit is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. I can't take this shit, man. This is fucked up. And I get back to the set, and they're already there at the set with the bumper in their hand.
Oh, shit.
And, you know, they Spanish,
My
papi,
good sis did that.
Papi, estás escuchando?
And he's saying they like there's more than one of her, so she must have had multiple.
No, I mean, it was, but that, now, after that, though, that should have been the end of it.
Right.
I think somebody called the police.
And that's the worst.
She called the police.
Didi don't believe in calling the police, so
I just know,
she don't believe in calling the police.
After it happened, I thought it was done. I get back to the crib, and then the phone rang. This is Santa Monica Police Department. Man, go on, man. What y'all playing? I think it's my homies calling me to, fuck around. Rings again.
You knew damn well.
Santa Monica. But I didn't know that because it happened hours before.
Wow.
So it wasn't like it just happened. So then I answered again, and some dude with that real police voice. This is Sergeant Waters, whatever the
Waterford.
serial code to you hang up on me. So it was a situation.
Damn.
So now, as I had to get my lawyer on the phone, whole nine, and the lawyer's like, well, why do you think something happened? Well, this girl came in and said this happened and that happened. I said, well, you just believe anybody off the street? And he goes, she wouldn't lie.
Oh, wow.
And the reason he said it, because she was very aesthetically
pleasing.
My goodness.
Pleasing.
You feel me?
I feel you.
Damn, now I kind of believe it.
I'm just saying, you know, pretty privilege.
Now, after that, the toxicity of me is that should be over.
Right.
That should be out of my life. But
Should be.
I said, it's over. I ain't talking to her no more. It's over. But then I'm in the club with my sister, and it's a few weeks later, and she come in the club with another man.
Oh, damn.
She got you fucked up.
So I tell my sister, I said,
it's a game at that
point. I tell my sister, D, I'm like this, D, hold my drink.
First of all, anybody,
it's a game at that point.
The D stand for down,
yeah.
Okay?
D, I'm about to sock this nigga in his motherfucking.
Wind that bitch
She's
up.
like, what you gonna do? And then, I don't know what happened, but when they got there, it was a scuffle. It was like, nigga, what was that? And she, stop, why you do this bad?
Did she do that on purpose? She knew you were gonna be there?
It probably.
See, that's my question. See, that's petty on her end.
Yeah, but
that's what you supposed to do.
But
so here you go.
But she loved it though a little bit.
So she said, "Stop!" And I'm like, "Fuck him!" And good and well, I don't even with that bullshit. You come. And so then she's like, "Let's just go outside and talk." So we go outside and talk. Tell him to wait. Tell her right away. Next thing you know, we done bent the corner and went home.
He probably still looking for you.
Still out there, and
he's still waiting for her.
But then you talk about the makeup sex.
Yeah,
it's
intense,
crazy.
right?
You
it's like you one person.
Bite a motherfucker lip.
But I'm with you on that because when she saw you, she should have turned around and left.
No, man, it wasn't that.
No, but you know what?
That ain't.
But did that?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
But
here's the toxic thing: did seeing her with another man actually make you want her more?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's that shit right there, where you're like, no, not just men, women too. We do the same thing. We see it, and we're. I don't know. We do. We see. We don't want anybody that nobody else wants.
What are you talking about? Speak for yourself.
We don't want anybody that nobody else wants.
Also, like,
so we.
If you see your man, that's the difference. If
Oh
you see
yeah.
Your man with another woman.
No,
not just yours, but any man. I think it just it ups the ante a little bit. It makes you kind of feel like, ooh, it's competitive. I'm a competitive ass bitch.
Yeah. You play to win.
But that shit right there, like, because women are different. Men are not built like y'all. Women bend, men break.
Oh,
okay.
A
bar.
bar.
Put it on a bumper sticker.
Right. Men break.
Yeah.
A woman driving her car, she sees some hair in the car. She's brunette. This hair is blonde. She don't say nothing right off. She logged that shit as evidence.
Oh, I don't know.
You get a phone call.
No. That's what the Scorpio women do.
The Cancer women. Well, I don't know about.
We take notes. We like,
yeah,
okay.
you take the
time.
notes.
That can't hold water.
So now, the next thing, phone call happens. He takes the phone call in the bathroom. What that nigga doing in the bathroom? You log it as evidence. You said you was with Lamont. Lamont ain't even in town.
Yeah.
Log that shit as evidence. Y'all just keep logging. Bend. Until finally, We try to start an argument with y'all. Hey man, what the fuck? And she said, "Oh really?
Oh really?"
And then y'all pull down a fucking thing like a lawyer and said, "On
Where's the
September
parchment?
26th."
Yeah, you're right.
Your motherfucking ass
Go
was here on
people's
September
court on that ass.
We keep score.
You trying to
bend.
talk to me about what I'm doing?
Bend.
But men,
Men, we break. Watch this. Me and you, we watching Kevin Hart.
Okay.
shout out
And
to
you go,
Kevin.
Kevin Hart's so funny.
Damn, that easy.
I mean, like what? Like funny? Like what?
like how funny you
No, I'm
talking?
just saying he funny. No, fuck. You said that. You said you like me because I was funny, and that's what attracted you
Damn.
to me. So now you saying this nigga funny, so you attracted to this nigga? No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he funny. Well, fuck.
I find it funny that
So what
that
is-
you act.
So men are-
You know the nigga.
Yeah, you know that. How about I go get this funny
That's
gun?
the question. You
Look,
know him?
you know I'm a son.
Yeah.
So men are
That's how
insecure.
men were built differently because that's nature.
I can see that.
We can't separate ourselves from that animalistic part of nature. Like we are here to be dominant. So when somebody else step in our shit,
gonna piss on
especially
them.
somebody that we really like,
Yeah.
nigga, we giggle together and do all goofy kind of shit.
You
nigga,
gang
that shit
about
hurt.
me,
and
you
then you
spin
see
by me,
you see
stink.
your girl laughing at another nigga joke. You be like, I'm gonna get my funny gun,
Right.
put some funny
Right.
bullets in it, and shoot
That's
this
real.
funny TV out. That's
That's toxic.
Wait, that's toxic.
That's
Very,
toxic.
very Jimmy, very toxic.
what I've
Yeah,
worked on.
So Jamie, it's the new year.
Yes.
Everyone normally starts off the year with resolutions. Do you have any?
No, because I'm perfect.
I mean, no, because think about it. You
to
got
do that. That's what
the
y'all do.
Grammy,
You
you
guys
got
are
the
imperfect.
Oscar, you got the do you want an Emmy? Does there like you're working on different projects?
You're
Is there-
literally one of the most talented
Oh, man,
people
you're too
in
kind.
the world. No, we were just talking
In the
about this
world,
earlier. You
literally.
are literally in every avenue of entertainment and
Thank you.
a master at all of them.
Well, I thank
That's
you.
incredible.
It's
So
a,
like what else can you do? What else is there? What is there to accomplish?
I think what it is when I'm sitting with you guys, it's like, what can I do that will make you guys excited?
A lot of things.
well,
But
care,
you-
care,
you understand
care
what
to
I'm
elaborate?
saying? Literally, if we're talking about
Yeah.
like for instance, we have a show that's coming on this Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it
It's
called?
called Alert. And I was talking
Sunday
to my
on?
guy, Sunday on Fox.
Okay.
So I was talking to my guy, Tyron Turner, who also helped in the creation. You know, he coming up with the ideas and this show is my daughter didn't come home from school when she was young. And her mom said, "Have you seen Annalise?" I said, "What you mean?" She didn't come home with me. I said, "What?" So I think my daughter's missing. So I jump on the
Oh, it's
one-on-one.
like an Amber Alert.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Find out she took the wrong bus. We find her. But then me and Tyron was like, "Yo, we should do a show about Amber Alert." So I started this journey. Started this journey on what is Amber Alert. So I go to Virginia where they shot Silence of the Lambs, and I go to Nitmic where they do Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Beautiful black woman, kind of look like Michelle Obama in a sense. She comes out the building and immediately says, "Jamie, honey, we go get our babies. We go get our babies in 24 hours. We get them. Come on in." And she shows me
Wow.
the outlay, right? And when we go in, she took me to one floor where it was like 8 women, and they all spoke in between them like 60 languages. And all they do is listen online and on videos to
Wow.
hear if there's predators out there.
Oof,
Another
that's necessary.
Super
floor,
necessary.
Another floor, they took my phone because I couldn't film in there because that was where they watched like deep web, really really gnarly, abusive content.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a real thing. The dark web,
But what happens? I
where
meet
they find a lot of
lady-
sex trafficking
Yeah,
victims
all
too.
of that, all
Yeah.
the sex trafficking,
Yeah.
and the number one sex trafficking place is in Atlanta, Buckhead.
I did not know that.
So the lady brings me in. She says, "I'm going to test you." I said, "Because I do background. I'm an expert in background." I said, "Okay." So she shows me a video. Now she blurs out the stuff. And she says, "What do you see?" And I'm like, I don't know. She says, "Stop." Stops it. Look at the back wall. There's no windows there in the basement. That type of stucco is only in the Midwest. Those 2 cups pulls in on them. Those quickie mart, whatever, that's only in St. Louis. So they narrow it down to
Wow.
So I did all of this
Training.
research
Yeah.
to craft an idea, and then we got with John Eisendraft, who did the Blacklist. along with my producer, Datari Turner. So myself, Tyron, who's brilliant-minded kid. You've seen him on Menace to Society. And so that's why I want people to see this, because this comes from, you know, our minds. And so you see us in a different way. So now it was a matter of, how do I put the show together? Because I don't want it to be every day somebody's taking a kid and that's all you watch. So I hooked it to this wagon. It's about a Marine who's in Afghanistan. This is how it starts off. A Marine who's in Afghanistan. It's his last day. He has to do this sweep. They said, do you want any help? He said, no, I'm going with my team. It's in the middle of the day. So he goes with his team, and they go in a synagogue. When they go into the synagogue, the slats come down. Now it's completely black. It's a setup. Smoke bombs, and then night vision. So now it becomes like a video game. And you can hear them trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you hear gunfire or whatever. But as the smoke dissipates, we see 2 kids bound and gagged, and they're tethered to a bomb.
Oh my God.
So they're yelling in his ear, we need to get out of here. He's like, I can't do this. He looks at the bomb. He knows what it is. He knows how long it takes for it to go off. He looks at the door. Takes the kids. Running towards the door. The flames chase him. Explosion. We cut to his base. He saves the kids. As he's talking to him, as he's talking to him, right? They're saying, only you could have done this, bro. You know, you were the only one. And then as he's talking, he gets a phone call over, and they said, you have a phone call. And when he goes to take a phone call, we see him fall to his knees. Why? While he saved some kids in Afghanistan,
they took his kids.
In America, someone has taken his son. So it's the blessing of the curse of it. So now the show starts with he travels back to America. He gets off the plane, and you know how we greet our military?
Yeah.
Everybody's hugging each other. And
Yeah.
And then these 2 kids are running towards him in slow motions and run past him. They're not his kids. His wife is there. He doesn't know how to look at her. He kind of, does he blame her? We don't know. She's also military. Then when we fast forward, come to find out, she's heading up the Amber Alert Division. He joins her. Their blessing is they can find kids. We go get our babies. But their curse is they don't know if their son is still alive.
Oh my gosh.
That's
so intense.
That's heavy.
And so, and along the way, it's when I met all the people, they were funny as well. There were all these different characters. I met this one dude. He says, well, I look for puppies, Jamie. I said, what? I like to think about it. I'm looking for a puppy and not a baby because that's too deep for me. So you know, if I could find the puppy, so we take all of that, so we keep it light. Then the energy between the husband, the ex-husband and the wife, they're trying to date again and things like that. So it's really, really, so that's, in other words, long answer to, that's what I'm on now.
That's what you're working on.
Trying to keep, because look, you guys have seen it all. You guys have a certain, you know, level of what's going to move us. And so we're going to move you in a different way.
And that's so realistic because Chris and I have experiences with that. Remember when we went to the Tim Tebow Foundation, went to his golf tournament, and that's one of his big things. I went to Florida, and he literally goes 2 places and brings back the kids. And they were in tears. Like, he had us with tactical force, and they were explaining getting little girls that had been raped several times. It's real. This is a real thing. Yeah, like, it gives me chills just thinking about it.
And with our show, we do it in an entertaining way. And when you see them save them, you show up with their kids, you sit in the crib, you're like, oh my God, they did it because we wanted to honor them, because these people do this on their own.
These are some heroes, like real life heroes.
They're ex-Marine.
Literally, we know.
All that. They go get it. So
they on some special set of skills. Like
I know I don't have much time. I want to do Mike Tyson. I want to show you that. I want to show you what that can be, because people have been waiting on it. But
I was gonna say, when's that coming out?
Have you
shot it already?
We have not. But we're gonna.
But
start
your body looked like you're trying to get there.
I saw Diddy feeling on your legs the other night at the club, and she said you were in shape. So Diddy was rubbing up and down.
She was bragging about it too earlier. She was like, "Have you felt his legs?"
She goes, "I should feel his legs." I'm like,
you know,
I mean, you felt them for me.
Just in case they grab me up in the club. No, but I want to do that, and I want to do this Tyson. Everybody knows the other side, but when Mike had his fall, his rise, and I called him one day. I said, Mike, how you doing? Oh, praise to Allah, my brother. I'm just happy. I said, why? Because I don't have any money anymore. was like, why would that make you happy? Because it's no vultures. There's nobody out there trying to take anything from
You
me.
sound
no more,
just like him.
No more vultures. So I could just live my life. I don't have to worry about anybody. Because I was tortured all the time. So I don't know if you noticed, in Mike's life, like, shit was so crazy. Motherfuckers be fighting over his pants to take him to the dry cleaners. Because the nigga had $100,000 in it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And he don't remember, but it was all these things happening to him. So it's a beautiful story. And the story I want to tell, I said, Mike, we need a story of love. All Mike ever wanted to be was in love. It's crazy because he a boxer, but I would watch Mike from very close proximity, and he was just trying to find somebody he could kind of trust and still understand who he was. So I said, Mike, how about this? When you talk about Customano, you said in your documentary, you were going to rob him. Why don't we play that out? Why don't we play that? You go to the documentary. When I first met Customano, I thought he was queer. He kept complimenting me, telling me I was good looking. I thought he liked me. So I was gonna rob him. But now you're going up the stairs with that gun. This young kid from Catskills. I'm just gonna rob this dude and be on my way. You open that door and in his bedroom, there's Customano laying in his bed. His wife is laying next to him, sleep. As you go to pull the ratchet, the wife, maybe she has a sixth sense. She leans over in her sleep and hugs her husband.
Wow.
Oh.
As if to protect him.
Wow.
We flash back to see your mom when you was a kid. She was turning the trick in the same room with you to get some money. You never seen that. You put the gun away. Now your life starts. And then what are you looking for? You're looking for that.
Wow.
So what that does is for people who thinks he's just a brute and just no, now you're looking for that. So the whole journey we play it out. And then when I talked to his wife, I said, and then where you come in, beautiful queen, is you wiped his slate clean.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. At the end of the movie, towards the end, Mike has nothing. Gets married to his wife. They in Vegas. Not even enough money for the marriage license. They get up enough money for the marriage license. They go to a motel. While they in the motel, you can see the MGM Grand in the background of what life used to be. And as he's laying there in his suit like this, in the bed, like, did I make the right decision? They don't even have the sheets up, nothing like that. While he's trying to contemplate what just happened and what's going to happen, all of a sudden, her arm comes over.
Wow. Full circle.
Push it around, and we push into your eyes, and you close your eyes and sleep for the first
Full
time.
circle.
That's the movie we're going to
That's
tell.
He made it all artistic.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, you know why? Because I know it's y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
What I tell people all
You
the time.
got so much vision.
Yeah, because
you do.
when you ask, like, where does the talents or whatever, is whatever's going on in here, man, if you beside my head, you see a million
That's what
a million me's, like,
that's what I'm
sketching
wondering
stuff out
about somebody
and
with
sending
that
it
much
through.
creativity. Like,
Yeah.
does your brain ever stop? Like, I know it.
And
Like,
that-
you
and
think
that-
about the Vincent Van Goghs, and you think about artists, and you think about people who almost felt crazy.
Right.
And I'm an artist, but I know a lot of my artist friends. I feel like they're not the same. They're not the same. They don't
They're
think
not.
the same as everybody
Not.
else.
When you look
They
at
have different
when
needs.
you look at all of the guys that I called the savants,
Yeah.
he got that thing. It's a different thing because everything that I do, even when I'm talking to y'all, I'll be on the boat, I'll say something, y'all will respond to something.
Yeah.
So it's a constant. So if you saw in my head, it's like million me's just writing on slips of paper, send that down to them.
Right.
Some of it I send back. But things like that, I said, oh, that'll make you sit and watch. Because here's the thing. When you watch, no disrespect to anybody else's biography, so I won't name names.
Right.
But when you watch a biography, it goes, and then this happened, and then that happened, and then this happened. You got to find the movie inside
Of the movie.
lives.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you look at, I wanted so badly to see the Tupac story told differently.
Yeah.
Or just different. Not to say they didn't do
Not
a good
like
job.
I get what
but
you're
just
saying.
not, and then I want to know what's in here.
Right.
I want to know what's in Whitney's mind. I want to know
Right.
what's in, not to say that any of them aren't great, but it's a hard thing to land.
They say that artists are, it's like a hypersensitivity. You almost have to, like, you see and you feel, like you can feel in color. You see in color. Everything is just that much stronger. Did you ever feel like crazy? Is that weird? Is that weird to say?
Lamont tell you
like,
that I have to be very careful with what I put on me and pause in me.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, if I ingest something the wrong way, or if I'm doing a part where I'm supposed to lose my mind, he know, like 2008, I lost my whole nugget.
Because
Yeah.
that's when you played.
Yeah, I played soloist. And I took something sort of drug enhanced to drop some weight. And I was worried because I came from a town of sanitariums in Terrell. I've always seen crazy people my whole life. And they would, sometimes you go there and you see like the teenage ward, which freak you out. You see a 16-year-old. And you go like, oh, so that was in the back of my psyche. But I got to open that to get to this dude.
Yeah.
So the minute I opened it, all them niggas ran through there.
Oof.
It's wild.
They all ran through. And I was like, I was like, at one point, I asked the dude who's supposed to be the psychologist, I said, hey, man, can you catch schizophrenia? He's like, you can't catch it. I said, okay.
All right, just,
like,
I'm just checking.
But I'm sitting there going like, nigga.
I don't.
So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I don't like to use the word crazy. I want to say that too. I don't like to use crazy because I believe we all have neurodiversities. You get what I'm saying? We're all different.
Yeah, but you don't have to clean it up.
Artists are
we
just
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we got it.
No, because once you start
just
cleaning
talking
up,
to the PC people because I know y'all gonna come for me on Instagram.
You ain't gonna never stop cleaning it up. So don't give them that.
You're right.
We understand what you're saying. And I was like, at one point.
You were losing it.
Yeah.
Listen to me. At one point, I had to get up to go use a restroom. And when I looked down at my hands looked exactly like his.
It's
so
like
you start to lose yourself
Listen
and
to
evolve
me.
into
4:30 in the morning, I called my manager. Yo, King. He said, what's up, Fox? I know why he does. Why is that, Fox? Because I'm him.